fire, fire for fire, fire.
Alright. After Alan Wake 2 failed to turn a profit, game's senior community manager calls for bigots to be removed from gaming communities. Ooh. Senior community manager from Remedy Entertainment, Vida, called for bigots to be removed from gaming communities in the wake of Firewalk Studios Concord being boycotted and shut down due to low sales. You know what's weird is I don't understand why you would complain about Alan Wake 2 when the two things are completely unrelated and nobody has called out Alan Wake for being quote-unquote woke or like a bad game, really. It's a niche game, sure. But like, it's really not that big a deal. Like, it's an alright game. I never heard people complain about it. They just said it's like mid. It's not terrible. It's not a waste of money. I've also heard some people that really liked it. Nico Partners, Director of Research, Danielle, initially reacted to the game being shut down. The comments around Concord from right-wing gamers shows the power of collective self-deception. Oh my god. They're saying that you guys are delusional for not liking Concord, chat. What? Holy shit! Yes, we got the bingo card of being called right wing for not liking video games. Oh my god, man. Holy shit. That's good. I like that. That's funny. Now. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. If you say delusional stuff about DEI enough times and build a conspiracy-focused narrative, they start seeing that false narrative everywhere. I guess we have to live with this now. Okay, so a game being bad is a narrative, chat. Apparently you can't just call it out. Didn't even hear about Concord until its release looked bad, didn't care, and I'm delusional? Well, wow, okay. Yeah, apparently you are. You're also right-wing. No. It's self-cancelable, man. We canceled it, therefore we have all the power, but also every opinion that we have is self-inflicted and self-decepting. He added in a follow-up, of course, the underlying emotional response is just standard bigotry and nothing new. Except now there are grifters putting on a 4-act stage play about how capital owners have gone woke and therefore no longer care about the profit motive for some reason. No, I think this is a very incorrect statement. This is a very incorrect statement. They have gone woke because DEI never used to be a thing. It just used to be like, make game good, and if you want, you can do whatever you want. Like, it didn't matter. Now, they're trying to cater to an audience that doesn't exist and they're not making enough money. That's why. They think that this makes money, but it doesn't. They thought it makes money, but it does not make money because the people crying on Twitter about how nobody plays the game and how the modern audience needs, you know, fucking every fucking type under the sun in every game. That's what happens. They don't actually buy your game. The actual gamers buy the game. No, stop being right-wing. It's so delusional. There's so many people who are like, they either don't vote, they're on the fence, or they're left, and they play video games and they don't put that in the game. Or they don't put themselves in the game because they don't want to play the game and realize that they are playing the game instead of dissociating into the game. I don't want to be constantly reminded, like, for example, what if they put, like, political ideas into fucking World of Warcraft? I would lose my mind. I'd be like, this game is about orcs and humans, originally. Why are you even putting political-driven ideation in here? It's just crazy, man. It's in time for the Americans. I just want to clarify DEI in video games is not the same as DEI in civil rights. Yeah. The comments around Concord from right-wing gamers shows the power of collective self-deception. If you say delusional stuff about DEI enough times and build a conspiracy-focused narrative, they start seeing that false narrative everywhere. I guess we have to live with this now. So where there's smoke, there's fire, man. But for some reason, it's self-delusional. Like, imagine seeing a fire and then the firefighter comes over and he's like, yeah, this isn't a fire. No, there's no fire. You're like being the schizo, chat. Like, you see smoke and there's like smoke over here, smoke over there, and there's like kindling that's on fire. But no, it's clearly like delusional. And of course, the underlying emotional response is just standard bigotry and nothing new. Except now that there are grifters putting on a 4-act stage play about how capital owners have gone woke and therefore no longer care about the profit motive for some reason. Bro, I hate the word grifters. Like, these people don't even understand what the word grifting is. Yeah, they don't understand what the word means, man. It's like the word Nazi. Everyone who doesn't agree with me is a Nazi. It's the same thing. They just replaced that word with grifter. I've been called a grifter too. I don't know how I am, but okay. What's the actual standard definition of a grifter? Define grifter. Someone who swindles people out of money through fraud. If there's one person you don't want to trust, it's a grifter. Someone who cheats others out of money. Okay, so I'm not a grifter because I don't cheat people out of them? Like, I don't cheat people out of money. Someone using deception to sell an idea or product. Pick me, grifter Alana. Oh, I love that. You're just a fucking dumb bitch. You don't actually believe in what you say. I love that. I've been told that I'm a grifter. Just to my face. Person I disagree with that makes money. Wow, someone makes a career off of streaming. They must be a grifter because they make money off of a living talking about stuff. Yeah. Grifters are people who pretend to hold certain ideals in order to gain an audience of people who hold the same ideals. But how do you tell that someone is lying? Like, it's just so stupid. And so people use it. No, I understand, man, but like, I guess like disagreeing with someone is grifting, I guess. Everyone who disagrees with me is making money off of my pain. Yeah. La 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 la, blah 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 blah. Ah. Who's this? Podcaster. Oh, here we go. Chat. Podcaster alert. Here we go. Khalif says, prune all your gardens, push out bad actors, prepare your teams for the current conversation zeitgeist. Do you even know what that word means, man? Give your community and social teams autonomy and resources to battle against toxicity. Relay how all this can impact the bottom line early to investors. Oh my fucking god, man. It's just a bunch of like verbal diarrhea that doesn't make any sense. Apart from like, you need to battle toxicity, chat. I can't believe it. What the fuck is he yapping on about, little bro? Holy. Prepare for war. Yeah, they putting on like tribal paint. They're putting on the paint before war. They put it on their face and they're like, it's time. That's a bot account? No, it's not. I'm sure that they agree with everything that this person said about how DEI is grifting. Being disagreeable with DEI is grifting. Full game plan of Sweet Baby Inc. to get employees to scare their bosses and investors into following through. Yes, exactly. Battling toxicity in my ass. What Kyle said, but also uplift the good eggs. Oh my god. Why do we use this verbiage? Like, we're fucking 12, man. Protect and support those who need it. Twitter has never been this full of accounts who are peddling hate 24/7. But it's still where a lot of the good parts of the games community happen. Prune your gardens and let flowers grow. Getting bigots out of your communities is a band-aid and not a permanent solution. Modeling desired behavior and championing the kinds of community members you want to be the majority in your community takes effort and time. Start early, practice often, small steps are steps too. These are the same people who are like, we tolerate straight white men in our community because we need money, but also you're a bigot. Brainwashing? No, it's just everyone that disagrees with me doesn't get to talk in my community. Which is fine. Like, if someone's harassing you and being annoying constantly, you're allowed to block them and not, like, you ban them, essentially. The only reason they're including, like, the quote-unquote straight white male is because they need money. Because the vast majority of gamers are straight white men. We need to cultivate a community with only the right people. Does that not sound cultish and weird? We're living in a South Park parody. I'm just so sick of it. I understand that, like, you can't agree with every single person that you play video games with. I get it. Maybe I grew up in a different time, but, you know. Maybe I'm, like, more tolerable. Peddling hate, now people are sick of your bullshit. There's finally one single website where people can voice it. Yeah. They're sick of it, man. You played Violent League? And now you can't even spit on people in World of Warcraft, by the way. You can't /spit on them. That's who we're catering to. The people who cry about /spitting on people. Not even white, honestly, just straight guys. I mean, I'm just saying demographically speaking. Because I'm quoting a tweet from, like, a game that was crying about how people are negative reviewing it because it's not a very good game, and they're like, well, we tolerate straight white men. It's like, yeah, because probably those people give you money, so you have to tolerate them. Because you are alienating a vast majority of your audience and then only saying that you're tolerating them. Yeah, tolerate. One thing important to understand is while Alan Wake 2 had a successful launch and stands on its own merits, it was retroactively tainted by Sweet Baby's association with it after it was exposed to the festering hive, radioactive, holier-than-thou self-righteousness. I don't think it had a great launch. I think that even before the DEI bullshit happened, it was just... It was just an okay game, man. It was fine. Alan Wake 2 is critically acclaimed, but it sold terribly. Yeah, I think it, sold 80,000 copies? Which is, by the way, a lot. I'm just saying. But it didn't break even on, like, costs. Yo, what's up, Xan? And yo, what up, Debuff? They removed Spit from the game because during the Classic TPC launch, they added an in-game store with a mount which Classic was not supposed to have. By the way, they promised they wouldn't do that, and they did it anyway. So everyone who was riding the in-store mount got spit on until Blizzard removed it. That's the lore. And to top it all off, it was Asmon's idea to start spitting on people. Or he, like, took the idea and told people to start doing it, and then they removed Spit. It sold 1.2 million, didn't it? How many copies did Alan Wake 2 sell? 1.3 million. Okay, I misspoke. I guess it was way more than that. But apparently it didn't break enough to like, it didn't sell enough to break even. Apparently. Yeah. How big was the budget? Alan Wake 2 budget. 70 million euros? Holy shit, dude. Alan Wake 2 still hasn't earned back its budget. Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, 70 million euros, which is like $80 million, I think. I generally think it would have been still better if Sweet BB Inc. wasn't actively advertising or involvement with Alan Wake 2 while they were already under fire for other issues. Yeah, I think it probably didn't help at all because they could have kept selling to, like, do better. But it still didn't, like... It still wasn't a bad game. Yo, what up, Venom? The game came out shortly after RE4 Remake and it just wasn't that good. I like the RE4 Remake. Anyway. Yapping on about. Ah. Let me read this. Ironically, Starchevich appeared to be successful at this given Remedy Entertainment has failed to turn a profit on Alan Wake 2. This is what we're talking about. Meaning gamers chose not to purchase the Sweet Baby Inc. infected game. I disagree. I think that before that, it still didn't do well. It didn't. It didn't do great, even before people started noticing. I remember this because I remember someone in my chat was talking about Alan Wake 2 and they were like, yeah, it was a pretty alright game. Alan Wake cut itself off from stream? Do you mean Steam? So it wasn't even really like the game's fault. Why did they go on Epic Games? Anyway. In the company's half-year financial report covering January to June of 2024, Remedy revealed at the time of publishing, Alan Wake 2 has recouped most of its development and marketing expenses. That means it has still taken a loss on the game. Not only did the company reveal the game has yet to recover its costs nearly a year after release, but the company's CEO shared that Alan Wake 2 did not yet generate royalties. Oh my god, that's terrible. To add to this, Remedy stopped sharing sales figures for the game. The company previously revealed that it had sold 1 million copies by the end of December 2023. In February of 2024, Remedy announced that Alan Wake 2 had sold 1.3 million units as of the beginning of February. Alan Wake 2 sales have continued with a high average price. At the end of the first quarter, the game had recouped a significant part of the development and marketing expenses. Bro, it cost 70 million euros. 50 million went into development and 20 million went into marketing. That's insane, dude. These games need a lot smaller budget? Yeah, they really do. Where does all this money go? Not only has Alan Wake 2 failed to turn a profit, but YouTuber Madame Savvy exposed Starchevich's own hypocrisy by sharing a number of posts she made revealing she would have not worked for Remedy if Control had a male protagonist. Oh my god, bro. You don't want to work on a game just because there's a guy as the main character? She's also made it very clear she engages in discriminative behavior based on sex and race and is an advocate to make all characters gay. Oh my god, we are in a South Park episode, bro. Put a chicken in a maker lemon gay! Bro, why can't you just make a good character? Why does it matter? Stick a chick in it! I wonder if Dream is speaking such words when you make decisions based on shallow requirements. A community manager for a game company or an any in general should not show preference for one sex or another, as it can impact your biases when handling customers. Yeah, that is actually a really good point. That's so very strange. That is such a strange thing to do, man. In one post, she wrote, I joined Remedy Games because I wanted to work on Control, because during my on-site interview, I saw a game with a female protagonist that looked exactly like the kind of game I wanted to champion and build a community around. Thank you to the Control community always. When asked if she would have taken the job if the game featured a male protagonist, she replied, a very important part of me taking the job was that a game in which you played as a woman. Why does it matter, bro? Why can't we just have a good, compelling character? I played Resident Evil 4 and you play as a boy and a girl. You play as Ada and you play as Leon. And as what's her name? Frickin' the girl. Briefly. Ashley, yes, Ashley. Why does it matter? The game would have changed at all? No, apparently to her it would have changed. In her brain, it's like, oh my gosh, this makes the game so much better. Dude, what if... Do they have children? Do they have kids? What if they have pop out a boy and then they get mad at them for being a boy? Do you think that they goes that far? That would be so fucking weird. Like, if you treat like your work like this, do you treat your real life like that? Because it does translate. A very important part of me taking the job was that it was in a game where she could play as a woman. And another post from 2024, she indicated she was specifically requiring influencer management agencies and their creators based on race and sex. Wait, let me read that again. She specifically required influencer management agencies to send her creators based on race and sex. Something that continues to surprise me about influencer management, while I repeatedly vocally insisted agencies they should pitch us diverse creators for paid initiatives. The initial deck proposal I got almost every single time is wall to wall with white men. Do better. Isn't that like discriminatory, chat? I'm sorry, I had to read that like to make sure I wasn't misunderstanding it. Dude, where are they from? In America, that's discrimination. You can't do that. Maybe I'm naive, but it's surprising to me how I still have to say, show me diverse creators, please, in every single brief. I'd expect that in today's media landscape, a diverse range of creators would be a given. It's so frustrating that it's not. Girl. I don't know how to tell you this, but certain careers and certain spaces are, like, dominated by one gender or another. Like, I had a friend that worked in nursing, and there was, like, one guy for every, like, 20 women. What are you gonna do? Diversity hire men? It's just not a thing, man. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna advocate for more men in the makeup community? Look, there's a lot of men in the makeup community, actually. I used to watch, like, makeup tutorials and stuff for fun. Because I didn't have the money to buy, like, expensive makeup, and I thought it was fun watching people, like, do makeup. And I watched a lot of gay men doing makeup. Straight men, though? No! But they didn't throw it in your face or anything, but, like... James Charles? No, it wasn't James Charles. I forget their names. This was a long time ago, like 6-7 years ago. In another post, she made it clear she did not want white men to use hashtag what a game dev looks like. I'm saying this with respect for all my fellow devs and hope they come to the space with only good intentions in their hearts. But to me, what a game dev looks like, hashtag might not need quite as many white men participating. We know that's what a game devs look like. Bro. Oh my god. Dude, I don't even want to, like, inverse, like, words replacing people with race. But if you say this kind of shit about, like, other races and then be like, okay, so in this place we have a lot of, like, these men. Like, if it sounds so racist in my head, I'm not even sure if I would fucking say it out loud. I'll get clipped out of fucking context. Like, I'm actually scared. Yeah, literally any other group of people, and it sounds so fucking racist, man. That's because it is racist. Everyone knows game devs are white. What if they're not, man? What if they're not? In June 2023, she demanded that corporations give money to gay people! The first Pride was a riot. The companies aren't your allies. Capitalism isn't your friend. And no kind of consumption under it can be ethical. Ask what brands who post rainbows in June are doing for their LGBTQ employees the other 335 days. Give gay people your fucking money. Bro, this bitch is a schizo. Of course she's a commie. Bro, not liking capitalism is not a sign that you're a fucking communist. Capitalism has a lot of fucking bad sides to it, though. Like, making you fucking work like a fucking slave under a corporate umbrella. Ask anybody with a 9-to-5 job and just, like, think about it. Vegan booty levels of schizo, but for woke propaganda, yes. Yeah. No ethical consumption. She's a commie. It's so tiring to listen to these people who have no idea what they're talking about, invading like spaces that just don't care about this kind of thing, and just make a good fucking game. Honestly, if they make a good game, people wouldn't care that they're like a commie chat. Like, be realistic. Be realistic. Think about it. Wukong was made by, quote-unquote, the CCP. It was, like, okayed by them, and people love that game. People don't fucking care. It's an 8 out of 10 game. People love that game. They thought it was awesome. Yeah. People love CCP produced gacha too. Yeah, because it's fun and people love to consume. You think they give a fuck what some game dev says about, like, fucking, like, their political beliefs or their opinions online if the game is good? It's because you're putting, like, a fucking flashlight on people and being like, hey, bitch, what are you doing that 70 million euros? Oh, you're complaining on Twitter about how gays don't get given money for being gagey? I just can't, man. All I do at work is befriend everyone in the writing team so I can tell them to make every character gay every time it's feasible to bring up. What? What? More often than you think! If you think this isn't about you affectionately, yes it is a call to direct action. She convinces writing teams to make characters gay. Bro. Why do we treat gay people like they're like a Pokemon? They're just people, man. Like if it fits the character, why? Okay, like cool, whatever. But every character gay every time? A fetishist? Yeah, I think it could be like fetishism. It could absolutely be that way. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're using gay people to write a story. Like, why can't the character just be gay and that's it? If it's a cool character, nobody gives a fuck if they're gay, straight, trans, like, bro. Yeah, we gotta meet our quota, chat. We gotta meet our gay quota. I'm not gay enough. I gotta start kissing ghouls on stream. Hot take: gaming culture went into the shitter when millennials entered into the workforce. Millennials brought a lot of fucking problems to the table, man. Yeah. Being shit at your job, man. Tokenizing minorities? Absolutely. They don't see them as people. They just see them as like I said, like Pokemon cards that you gotta play on the table, otherwise your fucking brain explodes. A checklist. That's another like really good way to put it. Yeah, like you tick. The story has 10 gays in it, therefore it's gonna be shipped. It's like, or you could write a really good story and just make it compelling, and then you can do whatever you want. I love being a selling point. Yes, chat, we need a quota of gays in the chat. Please identify yourself, otherwise we will get banned off of Twitch. Can you imagine? Please, more gay in the chat. Have we met our quota, please?
Oh, yeah.